Hey friends! Thanks for joining Science with Sam, and today we are going to learn about animal adaptations. Let's begin! Adaptations are all around us, even if you don't notice. Adaptations are any behavioral or physical characteristic of life that helps things survive. There are a wide range of adaptations, from wings that help birds fly, to pads that help geckos climb on walls, to entire migration of species across continents. This is nature's way of solving problems. Plants, animals, bacteria, fungi, and all the other organisms undergo adaptations. But today we're specifically going to focus on animal adaptations. This is a two-part lesson, and this week is part 1. This week we're going to look at two types of adaptations, physical and behavioral adaptations. There's so much to learn about adaptations, I had to break it into 2 weeks to fit it all in. Let's learn about behavioral and physical adaptations. Physical adaptations are any adaptations of the physical body that help a creature to survive in their environment. This can look like coloration patterns, body armor, webbed feet, body temperature, night vision, and opposable thumbs. Adaptations come in all shapes and sizes.
Dogs pant to stay cool since they do not have sweat glands because it would keep their fur too wet. A shark's ampullae of Lorenzini allow them to detect the electrical field of their prey even if they can't see. And chameleons move slowly, and they are pretty fragile, so they adapted to have color-changing skin to blend their bodies into the environment. We call this camouflage.
Camouflage specifically is the ability of an animal to blend in with its environments through changing its color or pattern in a specific way. In some instances, an animal can completely change its appearance to remain unnoticed. Camouflage often involves stripes, spots, and other coloration patterns. Some camouflage is used to disappear into the environment, while other camouflage can be used to appear like something completely different.
Stick bugs have a body shape and color that resembles twigs, which helps them hide from predators. However, some predators use camouflage to sneak up on their prey. A leopard's spots help them sneak up on potential food by blending in with the surrounding environment.
Camouflage can be confused with biomimicry. Biomimicry refers to an animal or plant evolving to take on the appearance of another species for its own survival. This can be physical, like camouflage, but is also behavioral. Behavioral adaptations are any adaptations of the actions of creatures that help them survive. This includes body movement, hibernation, living in groups like herds or family packs, playing dead when scared, migration, storing food, and building nests, just to say a few. Behavioral adaptations can be learned or can be instincts. Instincts are an inherent knowledge, pattern, or behavior of survival that creatures are born with and not learned. Instincts will generally affect whole species populations.
For example, as soon as a baby sea turtle has hatched, they immediately know to start sprinting for the safety of the ocean. But this is not taught by their mother. It is a natural instinct of all sea turtles.
Some behavioral adaptations are also biomimicry. Biomimicry is when one creature takes on the resemblance of another creature for survival. Biomimicry can be used in many different ways. A harmless species can mimic a harmful species to gain protection. Two harmful species can mimic each other for shared protection. A harmful species can mimic a harmless species in order to confuse prey. Or a species can have one specific body part that mimics another creature in order to increase its survival during an attack.
Stick bugs use camouflage and biomimicry to avoid being eaten. They camouflage by blending in with the sticks and leaves. But they also mimic a way a twig would sway and move in the wind, or how it would fall to the ground.
The possibilities of biomimicry are endless, and humans have been capitalizing on nature's effective problem-solving techniques as well. New innovations are used every day that mimic some natural element. Did you know Velcro is a type of biomimicry? It was modeled after the sticky burr seeds that cling to fur and hair, and sometimes our socks. Water-resistant spray is also biomimicry of plants with water-resistant leaves. Glider suits are biomimicry of sugar gliders in their ability to glide extreme distances. We now have started designing cities that can function like nature's communities, focusing on benefiting all inhabitants, not just people. The use of biomimicry in solving future problems allows humans to create nature-inspired solutions for a healthy planet. When we look to nature for inspiration and invention, we benefit ourselves and other organisms that we share Earth with. Let's look at some other kinds of behavioral adaptations.
Male birds are usually more colorful than females, and in the rainforest, they have a unique behavioral adaptation for all those bright colors. Males will use their brightly colored feathers to attract a female by creating an elaborate dance to win her over. In this way, he behaves a certain way to achieve his goal. Most female birds are not as brightly colored, and this is an adaptation so that they can stay on their nest without being seen by predators. In the desert, most creatures are nocturnal because it is so hot during the day. They've adapted to come out when the temperatures are more tolerable. This is not only behavioral adaptation, but also environmental adaptation. But we'll save that for next week.
Thanks for joining Science with Sam, everybody, and we'll see you next week for part 2 of our animal adaptations.